Right, so on this particular lovely morning, we're a little bit shorter than normal, and yet a little bit longer than normal? That's weird. I started the recording when I got onto Lakewood because I was, I think this is Lakewood, might be Lucerne. I went to Wando to get coffee this morning. So I stopped and got my bag of coffee and then I started the recording. Now, if you're going to ask me what my favorite coffee shop in Canton is, I'm definitely going to say Wando, 100% of the time. Again, ain't nobody paying me to say this shit. Um, Personally, I think Cafe de Leon is a bit overrated. I think everyone that I know kind of knows that at this point, or at least knows that that's how I feel. I They're good. Their food's good. There's nothing wrong with them. But there is no way in hell I'm standing in line for 45 minutes to eat something from that shop. I just won't. And their coffee is fine. It's ceremony coffee, so I can get their coffee anywhere. And to my recollection, they don't even do an amazing job making the coffee anyway. So I can just go somewhere else and get ceremony. I could go to the ceremony shop and get ceremony. Or I could buy ceremony myself and make it myself. Sorry to go on this little diatribe. I guess that's why you're here, though. You like to hear me rant about dumb shit. Here we go, up the hill, full of lumps. Something that I forgot to say yesterday. If you're enjoying this video, like and subscribe. Do the YouTube things. Comment. Tell me how dumb I am. Tell me how wrong I am that Cafe de Leon is overrated. The engagement helps the algorithm and makes me happy. So, bad comments, good comments, I don't care. Tell me I'm an idiot. Yes, I believe. Are we approaching a trash truck? That doesn't really make sense, does it? Another complete climate services truck. They're everywhere. Look, I have a shadow. I exist. The little K truck that lives over here. amazing. I do realize that this gets a bit repetitive over time, but I want to do my best to make it interesting. So, again, like I said yesterday in yesterday's video, if you have questions, put them in the comments, and I will try to answer them during future streams. I've been getting really lucky with this Central Ave light recently. And I kind of say again, you know, this is the best. This is so much more relaxing than being in a car. I know I'm constantly bitching about all of the things that drive me crazy about bike commuting, but the reality is this is so much more enjoyable than being in a car. And faster. Best balls on the block. I love that. Wait, it says all the things that they have. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that for future. I have to read that again. Oh my gosh. Too good. Alright, bust a move. I want to try and give you guys a little bit more of a view of what I have, like what I'm seeing. But it's hard because the camera's mounted to my handlebars, and I kind of want it to be. I don't want it to be on my helmet. I could. But honestly, my head is probably just like bouncing all over the place. So, and I'm just constantly looking around and stuff. I don't think that that would be very good video. I think this is probably much better. Look, it's so beautiful. You got the little Italy. Now, I would not call over there Little Italy. That is effectively Inner Harbor, in my opinion. Once you're past President Street, you're no longer in Little Italy. I don't think that's controversial. But somehow they managed to get a whole slew of Italian flags over there. They must have a strong neighborhood association. Ah, yes, this guy. Just blocking the crosswalk. The butt of your car. Gotta be in the. You gotta be up there, man. What if the light changes and you're not there? Then what? 10 whole seconds of your life gone, vaporized. Alright, so, this morning, as we approach Pratt Street, I want you to look at the giant thing that's sitting right here at the end of our little driveway. It's a boat. There's a whole boat parked in the bus lane. I My first thought is I'm just so distracted. I don't even realize this trash truck is here. Now, will the boat get towed or will it get stolen first? Because, it's a boat that it's on a trailer. So if you've got a truck with a hitch, you're good to go. Just roll up on it. You got yourself a free boat. Who just left their boat in the middle of Pratt Street? It's insane. Anyway, come back for this afternoon's video to find out. Do you think that sorry, I can't get over this. Do you think that they left their boat there because they just gave up on having to pay for all the expenses of having a boat? Because you know what boat stands for. Bust out another 1,000. Boats are expensive to buy and expensive to have, and it never stops. So maybe they were like, you know what? I'd rather just leave it here. No longer my problem. Maybe someone will take it, make it their problem. It's totally wild, though. Like, you could donate it to Cars for Kids or some shit. I'm pretty sure that you can. Boats for Kids. And also, if you now have that song in your head, I'm very sorry. I'm not really, but curse my name in the comments. Okay. And here we go. I never really take the time to appreciate this mural, but I remember when they painted it, and I was just in awe. I couldn't have made that timing better if I tried. I was just lucky as heck. Hmm. Other than the fact that I missed that light, but I love you. What you're going to see on a very regular basis is me blowing through there. Because there's a lot of things that you do as a cyclist that are not strictly legal, but are definitely the thing that is safest for you to do. Like this maneuver that I make pretty much every morning now allows me to pull up to this bus lane when there's already other vehicles in it and the light's about to change, which means that I don't have somebody directly behind me that is going to be trying to honk at me or whatever because I am the reason that they are late to work. It wasn't because they left too late. No, it is my fault. Because even though if I was in a car, that wouldn't matter. They would be fine. It's because I'm on a bike that I am somehow making them slower. In any case, sorry. The moral of the story is there are a lot of things that you do as a cyclist to preserve not just your safety but your sanity, because you just I can't be in a situation every single day where I have a car directly behind me that is like in this massive hurry and I am the only thing stopping them from doing the thing that they want to do. Which is effectively run the red light, because back at that intersection on Howard Street, um, it's no turn on red, but you know. And speaking of people who are super impatient and also very confusing, so you've got this guy who has not yet, he's driving very excruciatingly slow, getting up to the line. Fine, whatever, I don't care. Like, you're not hurting anybody. It's weird. I don't understand it. Nah, it doesn't matter. Now, he's at the line, right? I'm stopped because I'm behind him because he was at the line. Now, he just keeps creeping. Creeping. Why? What are you doing? He just keeps going. And he's like fully in the crosswalk. Why? I can't accuse him of having an empty bed, though. He does have that tire back there. Whatever it's doing. Now he's got to go fast. Very strange. Welcome to Holland's Market. So as I said yesterday, this is what ends up happening when there's somebody. I probably could have gotten around her, and but because she has her dog, especially, I'm not gonna get super close to her. So I just jump off, head down this little side street adjacent. And the only reason I don't do that every day is because there is not a ramp there. There's just a broken piece of curb that allows a bike tire to get through, but it's still very rough and not pleasant. And you also have to make that really tight turn back. So if I can avoid it, I do. I just stay on the sidewalk. But um, if there's a person coming, then I just jump off. And now we have this school bus, which tried to murder me one time. I don't know why they're here so early this morning. It's about 7:30. I'm pretty sure school doesn't start until 8. So I don't know what, and the bus is stopped and the door is wide open. They don't not normally here this early. And I think they normally get there like 7:45. But we are more or less here. So I will once again say like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a great day.